Okay, this is a recording for Jalal at Alibaba Travel. First of all, apologies that we couldn't get to speak to you earlier today. I think we'll try and pick a better conference provider. But anyway, here is Gtmhub. This is the application. At the top, you have these menu options. And we'll spend a little bit of time in here in the OKRs to start with, and then I will show you the other features and benefits in the other areas of the application in a minute. So this is the area where you will set and manage the OKRs, so the objectives and key results. And this is the grid view, so you can see here that we have all of the objectives that have been defined for the company are listed in this grid view. Here we have different columns which you can change with the objective, the number of key results, the detail of the key results, and the progress over here. And I can filter this list to focus in on the things that matter to me. So if I, for example, just want to see my objectives, I can click here to see just my own objectives. Or I can go and look for example, the company objectives. And if I apply this filter, I now get just the company objective listed in this view. So it's very easy to both get the overview, but also to zoom in on what matters to you to be able to better focus on the things that matter. Okay, so the next thing that our customers will often spend a lot of time to get right before using Gtmhub is working out how to align everyone in the organization. So not only do you need and do you want to set a company objective, but you also want to make sure that the rest of the organization is supporting the company objectives in the best way. And so in this alignment view, you can now start to manage how each team and each individual can best support the company objectives. So this is what we call the alignment tree. And here you can see, if I collapse everything down, that we have three top level objectives. I have here accelerate growth, earn money, which means to say we want to become profitable, and we also have an important product release that we want to get done this quarter. Okay, and if I want to, now I can navigate through this alignment tree to get a good overview of how each team and each individual is supporting the company objective. Okay, so at this is the top level. Let's say this is owned by the CEO. Then we can now see here that there is a supporting objective of growing revenue from existing customers. And then as you drill down, you get lower level detail about how other individuals are supporting the top level. Okay, so you can navigate through this in whichever way. You can see more or less detail depending on what kind of view you're looking for. And finally, over here in the statistics screen, we show how are you progressing towards the objectives for the end of the period. So here we have the overall progress of 9%. We have the total number of objectives, the amount of days remaining in the period. So this is until the end of December 2017. And I have different ways of taking action. So I can, for example, take a look here and see the key results that are not going well. And I could click on any of these to take me back to the objective where this key result lives. Okay, and now it will tell me, show me the detail of this objective, and I can see the only one I'm doing well on here is the NPS key result. All these other key results are not doing well. So I can do a couple of things now. I can either add a task, so I can say Tim, who is the objective owner, to update management on progress. Okay, or I could do something different. I could say, hey, Tim, and I could suggest that he should speak to Kate. I think she can help. Okay, so as I post this comment, both Tim and Kate will receive an email notification to have a conversation about this objective and hopefully make some progress. So this is how we help you navigate through. And before we go any further, I just want to show you how we create an objective. So one thing that I might want to do, in addition to the other objectives, I want to increase awareness of my company, and I'm going to assign this to the marketing team, and this is going to be aligned with the top level objective that we looked at before, called accelerate growth. And I go ahead and click save. So that's as easy as that. Takes a few seconds to create an objective, and as I now go back to my alignment view, we'll see that we have another objective that has been added to the alignment tree. So I'll just collapse everything down, and we can see here that we have our increased awareness target here. So if I'm the manager of the marketing team, I want to go into this objective now and start to add some detail. Okay, so you can see here now we have our marketing. So it's a marketing owned objective. It's for Q4 2017. My objective is to increase awareness, and I now want to define how to measure progress. And one way to measure progress is to count the number of visitors that we get on our website. And so this is not a big company, so we want 30,000 visitors to our website. Okay, and I go ahead and click save. And now I've created a key result to measure progress, which is going to track the number of visitors. In this case, the key result is a manual key result. So I will have to now go in on a weekly basis, for example, is a very common way to do it. I go in here and I update the progress to say we've now had 1,500 visitors. I check in, and we now get the update coming through in the key result to tell me that we have made 5% progress against the 30,000 visitor target. Another way to add a measurement is to use the KPIs that we're tracking for our business. So to do this, I want to go over to our Insight Boards section, and here I have different dashboards with different KPIs for the business. So we can see here sales, product, marketing, website, and so on. I now actually want to also track the number of leads for my business as a measurement of the awareness. So down here you can see I have, well, first of all I can show you here. We have this is the sales dashboard. These are my filtering options to drill into some of the detail. And then here I have the different KPIs. So here we have revenue, here we have deal size, and here we have the number of leads. So I now want to use the number of leads as an input for a key result. So I click on the green button and choose my session, which is Q4 2017. And I want to find my awareness objective, which is this one here. And the number of leads is currently at 2,317, and by the end of the period I want to get to 3,000. And actually I know that I started the period at 2,000. Okay, so it's a 50% growth from where we began the period. And I click save, and you can now see that I have two key results for this objective, one manual key result and one dynamic key result. So in this case, we are not going to change the value of this key result manually. This will be updated as the underlying information changes. So as the number of leads change, then the information will change in the probably the CRM system, and then Gtmhub will pull that information and update the key result automatically. And this way you have you don't have to manually update your key results. So this is a significant way to automate the OKRs process and to reduce the effort required. So that's my objective, and so we come back here and I can show you a couple of things just in terms of some of the other levels of detail here. So as an individual user, I can come here to my Pulse screen and get the overview in terms of the company progress, my team's progress, or my own personal progress. I can stay up to date with the conversations that are going on. I can also see all the activities that are being all the changes to my own objectives and to my team's objectives. In the people section, I can manage the individuals in my organization. So I can go in and look at the detail of every person who is participating and who has OKRs, and I can see how are they doing. He's not doing so well, so maybe I can go and I can type in a comment here to get Aaron to come back in and update his progress. I also have defined in this section the teams, so I can have as many teams as I need to describe my organization. These will be teams for the permanent organization. They could also be agile teams for your development organization, or it could be even project teams or customer teams as well. So any teams that you need to define, you can define in here, and then they will be able to own objectives, and you will be able to manage their performance as a team as well. And finally, then in here you get the organization based on the parent-child relationships between the teams. So again, in the same way that we had the alignment view with the objectives, we can also document how our organization is organized by defining parent-child relationships there. I want to just mention a couple of things about the integrations and the extensibility. So we can connect to a number of different systems. So if you're using Slack, Workplace by Facebook, or if you're working with Jira, we can connect to those systems to allow you to send information to Slack, for example, and to show updates in Gtmhub, or to integrate with Jira tasks so that you can reflect the activities in Jira within Gtmhub. We also allow you to create your own fields, which can be useful if you have specific ways of working or specific information that you want to capture. And we allow you to use any single sign-on method that you might be using to reduce the effort for the individuals to log in to Gtmhub. With regards to the data sources, we will support any data source. Basically, there's about 100 supported data sources, and you can see them in here. These are the CRM systems. Here we have some product systems, Jira, for example, and here we have the databases that we currently support, and there are many more that we can connect to as well. So that's the high-level overview. We allow you to set and manage OKRs, to both have a good level of transparency, to allow everyone to follow easily what is going on at the high level, and to drill into the detail and focus on what matters to them. We allow you to easily define the alignment between the company, the teams, and the individuals. And then we allow the users to easily engage, to start conversations and to take action on the objectives, on the tasks that they need to in order to make progress and ultimately be successful. And then, as we saw with the insights, not only do we allow you um, to visualize all of the different KPIs for your business by connecting to any data source, we also allow you to then connect these KPIs back to the objectives, so you're linking the progress in real time that you're seeing in your KPIs with the OKRs, with the objectives that you're defining for your business. And that's how we help our customers, and hopefully this has been useful. And again, apologies for the poor connectivity this morning. I hope maybe you have we'll have a chance to connect very soon in the future. Thank you, and thanks for your interest.